Good afternoon, everybody. I'll be with you in a moment. Okay, I have my coffee. Cotty is fed. She has her first set of cookies. If anybody wants to chat, we'll give her another set of cookies. I have a random comment picker. I will be picking a winner of the Baofeng UV-5R. The wife says one radio in, one radio out, so I comply. Let's see if my overhead will work today. Yes, the overhead is working today. My hot plate's a mess. Okay. I had a small vial of 93C66s and I cannot locate them. So as soon as we get a couple more people in, we will start the random comment picker for the radio. We won't delay too much on that. Get that winner announced. And I will take some quick questions if you want on the lawsuit against King Electric. Here is the face of one of them. They look like in the inside. I've got a blog where I've attempted to back up the MCU, but I think all the good hardware or good data is going to be in the Wi-Fi module right there. And I will pop the shielding off that and try to back that up. I tried to locate, see if there were some in-circuit pins, but could not locate them. Here's what this goes into the wall. These are 240 volt units. So They're not like a regular low voltage thermostat. So these control older style wall heaters. This is 3 of them. There's more hooked up. I have on my bench today, we have a couple unboxings to do. These are stuff that I need to get. I've been waiting on these. I procrastinated on one of those for a little too long to where I got a little memory loss on what I was doing with it. Cottie's trying to knock over the camera. She wants more cookies. So I've got 2 unboxings. One of those is going to be for a transmission controller here. I already have the microcontroller removed there. It's a special Hitachi microcontroller. And out of all my programmers, I did not have an adapter for it, so I had to make an adapter. So that's in a JLC PCB box. So, and then another one is for a logic analyzer. So we'll get to those after we do the drawing here. Hey, we've got 4 people. We have Cottie. So I hope I've gave everybody enough notification on this. I know I had like 20-something people comment radio on the video. Video link. It's right there. That was the video. I was unboxing my Hack RF. That one, it came with a bad battery. These Chinese sellers, man, they're just... But once I replaced the battery, it worked just fine. And yes, this is the infamous Cami Research cable tester. One of like 5 of them. Okay, let's get this radio given away. We'll do that right around 10 minutes into the stream. It's the first time I've ever done a giveaway on something, so this is sponsored by me. And yes, I do have subscriber-only chat on right now, so you should only have to subscribe. You shouldn't have to subscribe and wait 1 or 5 minutes. Hey, we're at 10 minutes. Let's post the link here. We will fetch. We don't want to include replies, and we want a keyword filter. We want to type in radio, because you had to comment radio to enter. We're going to continue. We have definitely more than 14 comments. Filter keyword. Of course, this is gonna not. Okay. There it goes. Maybe maybe it's case sensitive. Maybe there were only 14 comments. So it's showing 14 comments. So okay, those are the rules. If you did not comment radio somewhere in your comment, you're not entered. So I am gonna hit pick a winner. Ratfink 653 is the winner of the Baofeng UV-5R radio. So I'm gonna take a screenshot of this here. So the Ratfink 653. If you are in the USA as per the rules, I will need you to contact me. Let me go on here and I will pop up, try to find your comment here and message you that you are the winner. There you are. I'm gonna heart that one right there. You are the winner. Act me. And what email address do I want to use? I'll just use the public one. I'm a horrible speller, so that's what we have spell check for. Rely too much on it. Makes you a worse speller. So, Mr. Ratfink 653, you are the winner. And there's Cotty again. Let's give Cotty some cookies. Now we're down to one. Okay, that is done. This is claim. Well, not claimed yet. He needs to claim that. Hello, Gary. We just did the drawing for the Baofeng UV-5R. As per the channel rules, anytime a new commenter happens, Scotty gets cookies. We need to fatten her up. Well, Cotty. Those cookies are from Gary. Everybody thinks she's pretty. She is the star of the channel. So. Now let's get some of this stuff unboxed here. Okay, so I'm just gonna randomly unbox this stuff here. Okay, so we'll figure out which one is in this, because I know what these two are, just don't know which one is which. So almost pretty much feel which one's which by the weight, but so if you're new to the channel, I have a black cat too. She's just hiding. She don't like camera. But black cats are awesome, Gary. So let's start with this one right here. You want to help? No? Okay. You gotta sit. You want to hold my hand? No? She is just all over me. Here, hold the hand. All right, let's open this. Okay, I'm gonna have to push you away. You guys think Lewis's cat's annoying? The giveaway has already been done. I have a rule in the house, or the wife has a rule in the house. If I get a new radio, I have to get rid of a radio. And that rule was laid down a long time ago. So I got posted the link. It was here. Of unboxing a Hack RF, which is a radio, and so I had to get rid of one of my radios, so I got rid of a Baofeng. And the winner of that was Ratfink 653. Yeah, if you were a follower of the channel, you could have entered. I've had this live stream up for a few hours, but the entries were pretty much done. There's only 14 people that entered, so you know this. I had the video up for almost 2 months. I figured more people would have entered, but it is what it is. Okay, so I'm going to open this one up without cutting Cotty. This is not sponsored by JLCPCB. I pay for all my own stuff. Okay, so let's see what boards are in this one. Hey. But we have a new chatter. Bucket of puffer fish. Here you go. And that's the channel rules. Anytime we get a new chatter, Cotty gets cookies. I'll be doing another giveaway. I got another radio probably coming in, so. Yeah, what country are you in? Bucket of pufferfish? My call sign's KG7AMV. get this open. Okay, these are adapters. I ordered a whole bunch just because I'm confident in my skills. I might have messed up. I don't know. Germany. Gary's GMRS operator. Awesome. Yeah, I studied for my ham radio. It was, I don't know, maybe 15 years ago when I took my tech and my general the same day. I failed my general, passed the tech. I studied for like a day in advance, so I don't know how the radio tests are over at in Germany, but in the United States, a government test, whether it be FAA, FCC, they give you the question pool and all the answers. So a good way to get through the test quickly is get the question pool, highlight all the right answers, black out all the wrong ones, and put them to memory. And get the test over with. Okay, you're going to have to be a little bit more specific. I don't know what a QMS is. QMX. Here, let's open this up. A little different packing from JLC PCB. Usually they do it in a bubble. I'm going to put these in a box. Okay. So this is an adapter. This is going to be for Hitachi. I'm going to try to get this in video because she's going to keep headbutting me. Okay, so we got rubber side down in T1M4R. Okay, that's for rubber side down in TM41R. You guys are gonna fatten Cotty up. Okay, so that adapter right here takes a Hitachi 88 3297 or a 3294 QFP64, and it converts it to DIP so that you can read the chip as an HN27C101. And this is a transmission controller for a Mitsubishi Pajero. I have already removed the chip. It's in here. Right there. So I did not have the adapter for my programmer, and I wasn't going to pay $400 or $500 for one. So I will place that chip there, and I will read it. That'll be in another live stream. So if I can get that backed up, we can save a lot of these. Because that's the #1 failure in these tin can modules. Yep, that Baofeng is a pretty good radio for what it is. So the failure in these modules, which is functionally the same, These ones, the capacitors, and those ones over there, it's the microcontroller. They fail. So I've been waiting for those to come in. So I just hope I did. I hope I got the. I went off the data sheet because it gives you the net list to go to the 32 pin dip. So like I said, I will do this on another video. I will assemble one of those and attempt to read that. Hopefully we can get a good backup of it. Okay, got it. Yeah, I'll be doing another giveaway as I got another radio coming in. I'm not sure which radio I want to give away. So you just subscribe to the channel and check my videos out. I haven't announced the other giveaway yet. As soon as the other radio comes in and I unbox it, I will announce the giveaway on that. Oh. And I can't tell you what radio's coming in because I'll give away that video. Yeah, she follows me like a hawk, man. She's just... All right, so let's open this. Let's open this one up. Okay, now this one is interesting. Another board. Yeah, JLC, they pack these weird. Usually they pack them in a like a bubble that's sealed. Okay. Now these here are a battery replacement for a Catalyst Research battery. And that Catalyst Research 3440 battery is unobtainable. So I don't know if you guys can see that. I did my solder, or I did my circuit board positive and negative, just, but so I made a replacement so that you can use the standard CR2032 and possibly a CR2024 or 3024. Can't remember the number off the top of my head. But I will be doing a live stream on that also. And that's for a logic analyzer and other items too. So Cotty, she is about 9 years old. Okay, good night, bucket of puffer fish. Check back on the channel. Never know. Bucket of puffer fish. Go to my contact section and contact me. I might be able to help you out with something. I think I might have something here. I'll look. No guarantees, but I think I might be able to help you out with something. I think shipping and stuff to Germany will be insane, but we can try to figure something out. But the winner of the drawing today was a Ratfink 653. So I have notified Ratfink 653 of his status, contact me, and I'll get your radio shipped out to you. Okay. So you guys want to see what a small claims suit consists of? Cardi already sure she likes receipts, so I think it's the thermal paper. But all right. So this is what a small claims suit consists of. You basically tell you who is suing who, how much for. This is where the county does their stuff. Right here. That is me suing King Electrical Manufacturing. You're hereby notified to appear at the Clark County District Court, 9 a.m., December 8th, 2025. And basically, me say they owe me $10,000. Came due 12/31/2025, the day I filed. I am doing property damage and deceptive business practices, and I basically say I purchased my King Atmos thermostats. They were advertised and sold Wi-Fi enabled internet connected thermostats with remote control capabilities. At the time of sale, King Electrical Manufacturing did not disclose any service termination policy, end of life, or limitation on the continued operation of the Wi-Fi and remote control features. I relied on these advertised features when purchasing the product. King Electrical Manufacturing willfully canceled their back-end service provider, Alea Networks, which permanently broke the thermostat's Wi-Fi remote control functions. This action occurred without my consent. As a result, the thermostat no longer performs as advertised and has lost significant function and value. I must now pay costs of removing, which most of them have already been removed because there's a couple of them. So I must pay the cost of removing and replacing the affected thermostats, obtaining required electrical permits and inspections, and installing and configuring a new system. In addition, I have incurred and continue to incur reverse engineering and development costs in an effort to repair/restore the disabled, broken features, and regain lost functionality. My venue is proper in Clark County, Washington, pursuant to RCW, because the damages, including disabling, removal, replacement, loss of use, and permit inspection costs occurred in this county. I am seeking monetary damages in the amount of $10,000 to cover replacement, permit, and labor costs, reverse engineering costs, and any additional relief the court finds just and necessary, like court costs. I declare under the penalties of perjury, under the laws of the state of Washington, it's true. And my info, their info, Mr. Brad Wilson, and his email address right there. And then the instructions to the defendant and any inquiries. And he also gets information on, because in our county, it's a mandatory mediation state. I know electricians, so that's already taken care of. But, so this is a mandatory mediation county, so it costs $50 to do the small claims action. If you're not in a mediation, you can try, it's only like $30. So some counties, they don't require mediation, but it is, or $35. So that's the fees. Total of $50. $35 to go to court, $15 for the mediation. This one is it's live on Zoom, so I can appear here in person if I'm local. So it's virtual or telephonic hearing. If both parties are local, then you can do an in-person. You can request an in-person. I think that is incorrect. I tried to get an answer on that, but you would have to actually request to go in front of a judge and get the answer. So that just takes too much time. So they just do virtual or telephonic, and you just log into the Zoom. I will. It's all a matter of public record, so I will broadcast the Zoom hearing on December 8th. We have another hearing also coming up on the 17th, and that is my suit against X. I haven't announced that one yet. I will be announcing it very, very soon. Yeah, I don't know if I can broadcast it live as it's going, but I can also provide the Zoom link, and anybody can join in on it and watch it live. I think the courts also have a YouTube channel. I'll try to get all that information ahead of time. So this is one. I'm going to be doing a few more. Paco, you're on the list. January 2nd. If I don't have schematics, you're getting sued. Because I'm going to have to make my own schematics. And I will make my own schematics for each of your devices. And if you were to provide those schematics, which is required by law, I would not have to make those schematics. So that is damages. So, and I can go damages on each item you manufacture. So it's game on with Hako. JBC? Cami Research? We gotta give Cotty some more cookies. She's being somewhat good. Gotta keep her fed. I'll catch you, Gary. 73. And for the non-ham guys and gals, 73 is so long, see ya. Okay, do I want to work on a Saturday? I don't. But I already have the bench somewhat lit up. And I have work. This is another transmission controller. This one, the customer sent it in. And I don't think they tested their vehicle. It has no leakage, no corrosion. Everything tested out fine on it. A little high on the ESR on that capacitor. It could be replaced, but I'd let the customer know that there's nothing really affecting this that would cause it not to function. Maybe the high ESR on that capacitor. So I just recommend replacing the capacitors, but I think his vehicle has transmission issues, not a controller issue. Then I have boards to assemble. I don't want to work today. So I don't work today. I got other stuff to do. Now, I run the JBC CDEs, and I was very, very skeptical on the solder tips. I have to say that the solder tips, they hold up really, really well. I've been pretty happy with my JBC. It's freaking expensive, and their quality control is just crap, but I've been happy with them. No, I'm not going to work today. I don't feel like it. I've got that to do. I've got 3 of those to do. Yeah, I've got something coming in, another 1 or 2 coming in the mail. It's anytime the weather changes, I get transmission controllers. So either hot or cold, that's when they poke their little heads out and say, I don't want to work, or I want to goof up. So those are in my work queue. These are a pain in the butt because you got to cut them open. I've got one that's cut open. Okay. Right. That one's cut open. And these ones, they've got little tiny bonding wires inside that are glued. And these 2 capacitors right there, they leak. This one here leaks really, really, really bad, and it takes out the glue on those 3 bonding wires. But I've already chased it back through the epoxy to what pins it goes to. So if those do come off, I can run bodge wires. So I wish I could figure out what OEM chip that is. It's going to most likely be a Hitachi chip, but I got one of these that I'm going to use the milling machine, and I'm going to take it down, and I'm going to try to read that chip with different Hitachi chips, and see if I can find one, because if I can do that, then we can make an aftermarket transmission controller, because these things are unobtainable. You can't find them. So, or if you do find them, they're going to be rebuilt. So, but we need something modern. Hopefully when I read this chip, because it wasn't marked AISN, it was marked Hitachi. Hopefully I can get a good read of that. Then I can use this circuitry here to make a reproduction. These Daihatsu ones, the chips are marked AISIN, so these are even harder to find. You can't find these, and if you do, they're $1,000, $1,200. So I don't do, that's the only really automotive stuff I do. It's the transmission controllers. So. But I'm curious to see if my little battery boards fit. I've got one of those spectrum analyzers left. So or not spectrum, logic analyzers. So. But like I said, I'm not working today. It is Saturday. I figured I was gonna, I don't know what I was thinking, doing a giveaway on a Saturday, but that's my live stream. And I'm gonna end this here. Cottie's chilling.